Kia ora whanau. My name is Neen. I call myself the Joy Ninja because I'm trying to create abundance, or a sense of abundance, on a limited income. Welcome to my Wednesday cash stuffing. You may or may not notice a wider angle. It's because my camera setup thingy broke. broke, and so I've caved and bought a new one. I bought it out of my emergency funds. We shall see if I can make that back by the end of the month. Yeah, anyway, let's get on with cash stuffing for this week. I always start with my wallet dividers. Food is going to get $1.70. I haven't told you I've got $3.90 instead of $4.40, and there's a reason for that. The car is gassed up and I'm not going to be allocating any money for petrol this week. That money is going to stay in my bank and be used for the power bill, which isn't due out for another couple of weeks, but I have a Power Shop account so I can see how much I'm using, and I know the bill is going to be more than $200, so 30 in fun. I'll put that back in the wallet, and let's move on to the revolving binder. Oh, someone asked on my last video, what's the difference between revolving and sinking funds? I think everyone has slightly different ideas about that. Let's put $15 aside. But in my mind, the difference is with sinking funds, they are expenses that I know will come up over the year. A good example of that is like your car registration and warrant. You know you're going to need to do that once a year, and it's quite a big sum of money when you've got a small income. So if I were to just not plan for it and have to pay for it out of 1 week, it would kind of put me out of whack with everything.
Hello. Hello.
Squirrel's home with a cold.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna stay home today.
Yeah, maybe. Might go and see Dad later.
Okay.
You go and sit up.
Okay.
I'll be with you in a minute. Alright, so my pin money, that always gets $20. This is just fun money for myself. I just allocate a small amount every week to splurge on whatever I need or want. Could be coffees. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it helps me keep on budget with everything else if I have a small allocation that I'm not like worried about. So, yeah. Sinking funds are tend to be big bills, and they are infrequent. Some people put Christmas as a sinking fund. I guess it kind of is. I just have a celebrations binder because I couldn't really fit everything I wanted to save for in that pink binder. So 40 in household. So I just split out like celebratory, celebratory, I can't say that word, fun stuff into there. Beauty is going to get its regular 10. So now beauty has 50, 10, 20, 30, yep. Wellness or well-being, I'm going to skip. Still alright with the vitamins we've got 40 in there. Clothes though, I'm going to put 10 into. So with this revolving binder, the difference here is I know these are relatively frequent expenses, but I leave them in here and not in my wallet so that I don't accidentally spend it on the wrong thing. It makes me really intentional about, like if I need to go and get clothes, I just don't do that at a spare moment. I do my research and I go and buy clothes. It just helps me stop overspending. I'm not just wandering into shops just browsing, because for me that's dangerous. Right, so clothes has got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Hobbies is not getting anything. It's got $5 in there, but I had a massive splurge last month, so I'm good for hobby stuff. Family fun, of course it's the last week of school, so I've got 20, I'm going to put in 20 I think. No, I'm going to put in 10. So I'll put back 20 and put back 10. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. I might actually swap out those 10s. I know both my kids want to go to Inside Out too, so I think that's what we'll be doing as a family, and they both want to do different things in their rooms, like Squirrel's room. It's still like decorated for when he was a toddler, so I've got a big, I went to the op shop and I got for literally 50 cents this massive AO poster frame. So I think we're going to try and find him a poster to jazz up his room, and the big girl wants some cottage core elements. I'm not really sure what that is, but we'll figure it out. So that's going to be our holidays. Gifts has got 25. And I guess I'll be using not the family fund but the household budget. So we'll see what we can get. I think big girl just wants to go to like the op shop and get some like wicker baskets or something. Giving, off camera this was all coins and I swapped out the $5 notes, so there's actually $8 in giving. I'm not going to scratch this week, I'm going to leave it. Miscellaneous has got 5. Oh, excuse me. Alright, on to the sinking funds. Alright, education. I'm going to give 10 to. But again, I might put a 20 in there since I've got a lot. So there's 40. And I've got a lot of school fees to get paid, so this envelope in particular is going to be a bit of a focus to get those school fees paid, and also the girl needs some shirts for school too. Vision, I'm going to give 5 to. It's just for optometrists and glasses, obviously. So 100 in bank and 110, 20, 35, 40 in vision. Health, I still haven't fixed that up, so I'll put it aside, so I do it after this. I'm going to give it 10. I was saving to get mole removal, but now I'm having to pay for some unfunded medication that I really need. So 80 in there, it costs 60 a month. That's another one to just keep chipping away at. Dental is getting 10. And I checked, and my next periodontal clean will be at the end of August, and there is actually enough in there, so phew. That's good to know. So I have 200 in the bank, 100, 200, and 20, 40, 50. Yeah, so honestly, do some sinking funds, because I know it's a long way away, but I don't know what will happen with my budget between now and the end of November, but I know I can pay for my dental appointment, which gives me a real sense of ease, you know, and I want that for everyone. Because I don't know, groceries seem to be going up and up and up. You got to look after your gums. So 5 into pet fund. This account has just been pillaged this year, so it's kind of amazing to me that I've got 150 in the bank. 150, 70, 85, 90. Cool. Car fund is getting 5. Every time I look at this envelope, I'm like, oh, you need to make an appointment for your Warren Fitness. I do need to do that. So I've got 500 in the bank, 520, 530. Oh, if you're still here, could you give the like button a bit of a tickle? Thank you. And Tech is not getting anything. This envelope is like the impoverished, you know, it's the Cinderella of my pink binder. It's got 40 at the moment. We just hope that all our technology just continues to work, please, for quite some time, because I can't afford to replace any of it. All right, now we're going to go to the fun binder. This is the one where I'm doing a scratch off here to save for birthdays, and last week I scratched 15. 15. So, and birthdays, I've got 100 in the bank, 110, 20, 30, 45, 55. Yes, love? All right, let's scratch for next week. Right, so that's another 15 for next week. Let me just note that down. And ever so slightly too big for the envelope, but I make it work. Celebrations is empty at the moment. I don't think I'm going to stuff any money for Guy Fawkes. It's just priorities. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So Christmas, I did record it, but I don't think I've thrown it up. My end of month, I just consolidated basically. And I scratched for last week. I'll count it in a minute. But I've been using these Advent cards by Madeline Budgets. She's a Romanian budgeter. And I got 1 and 22. So let's tick those. I think I'm rounding it up to 25. I am. 25. So altogether for Christmas I've got 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 340, 55, 355, and we have only got one more disc left. Yep, we've just got one more, and it is 20. Fantastic. So what did I say? 155. Sorry, 355. By the end of next week, it'll be 375. I think I saved 800 for Christmas last year. and we're halfway through the year, but I like to buy my Christmas presents early. So yeah, I think one of my focuses for the next 3 months is to just kind of round this envelope out. I don't know if I can get it up to 700 or 800 like I did last year. I'm thinking about doing like a pared down Christmas this year. Travel is going to get 5. It has 150. These ones, they're homemade. I made them a little bit long for these, but I've got 155, 160 in travel. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a little trip this year at all, but yeah, we'll just chip away at it. Keep an eye on grab a seat, you know. Events I'm going to leave, I think that has 55 in it. Yeah, this has 55. That's just for my cousin's wedding, which I think is in 2025, so you know, no rush there. Right, I'm going to do my 12-month challenge and my long-term binder. So we're on week 1, which is 3, but I'm going to round that up to 5. At $20. What am I doing with this? So I have $20 left over. I've done my sums wrong. Do you know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to put that into my savings. Yep. So this is my little grumpy cat. I'm going to put this back here. This money I've got set aside for my randomizer from my pink and black binder. So I am going to do that on my Sunday video. And what I'm going to do here is the change. I've got $10.90. So hopefully that's free. It is. Right, thank you for being here. I will see you back on Sunday. Kia ora.